Football is more than just goals and results. Sometimes a match becomes a statement, a warning, a glimpse of what might be coming in the future. That is exactly what happened when Brazil defeated Panama 6-2 in a thrilling international friendly at the legendary Maracanã Stadium. With the 2026 FIFA World Cup approaching, Brazil entered the match knowing that every performance matters. Every player was fighting for a place in the squad, and every minute on the pitch was a chance to impress. The fans packed the Maracanã expecting an entertaining performance, but few could have predicted the attacking display that was about to unfold. From the opening whistle, Brazil looked confident and aggressive. The passing was sharp, the movement was quick, and Panama found themselves under constant pressure. Brazil dominated possession and repeatedly pushed forward, forcing Panama's defense to work hard from the very beginning. The breakthrough came after Brazil's relentless attacking pressure created confusion inside the Panama penalty area. A dangerous move ended with the ball being turned into Panama's own net, giving Brazil a deserved 1-0 lead. The goal may have gone down as an own goal, but it reflected the pressure Brazil had been applying since the start of the match. Brazil continued attacking and soon found a second goal through Casemiro. The experienced midfielder showed exactly why he remains such an important figure for the national team. Timing his run perfectly, he finished calmly and doubled Brazil's advantage. At 2-0, Brazil appeared to be cruising, but Panama showed impressive determination. Instead of giving up, they continued fighting and eventually found a way back into the match with a goal that briefly gave them hope. For a moment, the game became more competitive, and Brazil knew they could not relax. What happened after halftime completely changed the match. Brazil introduced fresh players, and the substitutions brought even more energy to the team. The tempo increased, the attacks became more dangerous, and Panama struggled to keep up with the pace. One of the biggest moments of the night came from young talent Rayon. The youngster grabbed his opportunity with confidence and scored a memorable goal. For Brazil, it was another reminder that the country continues to produce exciting young players capable of shining on the international stage. The goal restored Brazil's control and opened the floodgates. Soon afterward, Lucas Paquetá added another goal. The midfielder's technical quality and creativity were on full display as he helped Brazil move further ahead. His performance showed why he remains one of the key players in Brazil's plans for the future. At 4-1, Panama faced an uphill battle, but Brazil were far from finished. The fifth goal arrived when Igor Thiago confidently converted a penalty. It was a special moment for the striker who took his chance and added his name to the score sheet in one of football's most famous stadiums. Brazil's attacking football continued to excite the crowd, and before long, Danilo added a sixth goal. By this stage, every attack looked dangerous and the Maracanã crowd was enjoying every moment. To Panama's credit, they never stopped fighting. Even with the game out of reach, they continued searching for opportunities and managed to score again late in the match through Carlos Harvey. The goal did little to change the outcome, but it reflected the spirit and determination Panama showed throughout the evening. When the final whistle blew, Brazil had secured a convincing 6-2 victory. The scorecard told the story of a team filled with talent. An own goal gave Brazil the lead. Casemiro added the second. Rayan announced himself with a brilliant contribution. Lucas Paquetá continued the scoring. Igor Thiago converted from the penalty spot. Danilo completed the six-goal performance. Panama's goals showed that they never stopped competing, despite facing one of football's biggest powers. But the most important story was not the score itself. The real story was Brazil's squad depth. Different players scored. Different players created chances. Young talents impressed. Experienced leaders delivered. Whether starters or substitutes, everyone seemed capable of making an impact. That depth could become one of Brazil's biggest strengths heading into the World Cup. Successful tournament teams are not built around just one or two stars. They need quality throughout the squad, and Brazil showed exactly that against Panama. The match also highlighted the healthy competition within the team. Every player knows that places in the World Cup squad are limited. Young players are pushing veterans, and veterans are working hard to maintain their positions. That competition often brings out the best in everyone. For Brazilian fans, the performance provided excitement and hope. The nation has incredibly high expectations whenever the World Cup approaches. Brazil's football history is filled with legendary players, unforgettable moments, and 5 World Cup trophies. Supporters dream of seeing the next generation add another chapter to that history. Of course, Brazil's coaching staff will know that tougher challenges are ahead. Friendly matches are useful, but World Cup football is completely different. The pressure is greater, the opponents are stronger, and every mistake can be costly. Still, there were many positive signs. The attack looked dangerous. The midfield controlled the game. The squad showed impressive depth. Young players stepped up when given opportunities. Experienced players led by example. For Panama, the result was disappointing, but there were lessons to take away. Facing Brazil at the Maracanã is one of the toughest assignments in international football. Matches like these provide valuable experience and help teams understand what is required to compete at the highest level. As fans left the stadium, one feeling stood above everything else: optimism. Brazil had not just won a football match. They had entertained their supporters, showcased their talent, and reminded the football world why they remain one of the favorites whenever a major tournament approaches. The road to the World Cup is still long, and many challenges remain ahead. But on this night, Brazil looked confident, dangerous, and full of belief. The final score was Brazil 6, Panama 2. But the message behind the result was even bigger. Brazil is preparing for the World Cup, and performances like this suggest they intend to be one of the teams everyone will be watching.